Thank you very much, Mr. President. Good morning. Mr. President, distinguished members of the Security Council, I thank Council members for the opportunity to brief you again on the implementation of Security Council Resolution 2118 on the elimination of the chemical weapons program of the Syrian Arab Republic. Since my last briefing on 5th of January 2022, the Office for Disarmament Affairs has continued to maintain regular contact with counterparts at the OPCW on its activities related to this matter. Per established practice, I held a monthly call with the OPCW Director General on 24th of February 2022 to receive an update on developments and ascertain his views. As I have previously informed the Council, the OPCW Technical Secretariat's ability to deploy to the Syrian Arab Republic remains subject to the evolution of the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite continued travel restrictions, the Technical Secretariat continues to undertake its mandated activities related to the elimination of the Syrian chemical weapons program and its engagement with the Syrian Arab Republic to this end. Mr. President, the OPCW Declaration Assessment Team, or DAT, is persisting with its ongoing efforts to clarify all the outstanding issues related to the initial and subsequent declarations submitted by the Syrian Arab Republic in accordance with the Chemical Weapons Convention. I have been advised that the OPCW Secretariat has not yet received the requested declaration from the Syrian Arab Republic on all undeclared types and quantities of nerve agents produced and or weaponized at one former chemical weapons production facility that was declared by the Syrian Arab Republic as never having been used to produce and or weaponize chemical warfare agents. The OPCW Technical Secretariat also expects to receive further information and documentation from the Syrian Arab Republic regarding the damage caused during an attack on 8th of June 2021 to a military facility that housed a declared former chemical weapons production facility. In this context, I have also been advised that the OPCW Technical Secretariat has not yet received information from the Syrian Arab Republic regarding the unauthorized movement and remains of two destroyed cylinders related to the chemical weapon incident that took place in Duma on 7th of April 2018. I urge the Syrian Arab Republic to respond to the OPCW Technical Secretariat's request as soon as possible. Mr. President, it is my understanding that for almost 10 months, the OPCW Technical Secretariat has attempted to schedule with the Syrian National Authority the 25th round of consultations with the DAT in Damascus. However, I regret to inform Council members that the OPCW Technical Secretariat has not been in a position to conduct this deployment due to the continued refusal by the Syrian Arab Republic to issue an entry visa for one member of the DAT. I have been informed that the OPCW Technical Secretariat stands ready to deploy the DAT to the Syrian Arab Republic, subject to the issuing of visas to all DAT members, as well as the evolution of the COVID-19 pandemic. As a result of identified gaps, inconsistencies, and discrepancies that remain unresolved, the Technical Secretariat continues to assess that, at this stage, the declaration submitted by the Syrian Arab Republic cannot be considered accurate and complete in accordance with the Chemical Weapons Convention. I reiterate my call to the government of the Syrian Arab Republic to facilitate arrangements for the deployment of a DAT as soon as possible. As has been stressed on numerous occasions, It is only through complete cooperation by the Syrian Arab Republic with the OPCW Technical Secretariat that all outstanding issues related to the Syrian Arab Republic's initial declaration can be closed. The confidence of the international community in the complete elimination of Syria's chemical weapons program depends upon these issues being finalized. Mr. President, I have been advised that the OPCW Technical Secretariat is planning to conduct the next rounds of inspections of the Barsa and Jamraya facilities of the Syrian Scientific Studies and Research Center, or SSRC, in the course of 2022. Regarding the detection of a Schedule II chemical at the Barsa facilities of the SSRC in November 2018, I regret to inform the Council that the Syrian Arab Republic has yet to provide sufficient technical information or explanations that will enable the OPCW Technical Secretariat to close this issue. I note that preparations for the in-person meeting between the OPCW Director General and the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Expatriates of the Syrian Arab Republic remain ongoing. The Technical Secretariat will keep the OPCW Executive Council informed of further developments on this matter. Mr. President, the OPCW Fact-Finding Mission, or FFM, remains in the process of studying all available information related to allegations of the use of chemical weapons in the Syrian Arab Republic and continues to analyze the information collected from recent activities. Furthermore, the FFM is preparing for upcoming deployments which remain subject to the evolution of the COVID-19 pandemic. On 24th of January 2022, the OPCW Technical Secretariat issued a report of the FFM in Syria regarding the incidents of the alleged use of chemicals as a weapon in Marea on 1st and 3rd of September 2015. The FFM report concluded that there are reasonable grounds to believe that on 1st of September 2015 in Marea, riskant chemical substance of Schedule 1.A.04 of the Chemical Weapons Convention was used as a weapon. With regard to the incident that took place in Marea on 3rd of September 2015, the FFM report states that the results of the analysis of all available data obtained up until the issuance of the report did not allow the FFM to establish whether or not chemicals were used as a weapon. On 31st of January 2022, the OPCW Technical Secretariat issued a report of the FFM regarding the incident of the alleged use of chemicals as a weapon in Kafir Zeta on 1st of October 2016. According to the report, the incident involved 2 barrels containing toxic gas near a field hospital. The FFM obtained one of the industrial chlorine cylinders retrieved from the incident location in Kafir Zeta. The FFM report concluded that there are, and I quote, reasonable grounds to believe that the chlorine cylinder was used as a weapon. The cylinder ruptured as a result of mechanical force and released a toxic irritant substance that affects the respiratory system and mucous membranes. End of quote. A copy of both FFM reports was shared with the members of the Security Council on 1st and 15th of February 2022. Mr. President, I understand that the Investigation and Identification Team, or IIT, continues its investigations into incidents in which the FFM has determined that chemical weapons were used or likely used in the Syrian Arab Republic. The IIT will issue further reports in due course, subject to the evolution of the COVID-19 pandemic. I take this opportunity to once again reiterate my full support for the integrity, professionalism, impartiality, objectivity, and independence of the work of the OPCW. On the decision entitled Addressing the Possession and Use of Chemical Weapons by the Syrian Arab Republic, C25/Decision 9, adopted on 21st of April 2021, I have been informed that, unfortunately, the Syrian Arab Republic has not yet completed any of the measures stipulated in paragraph 5 of Decision EC94/Decision 2. I therefore reiterate my call on the Syrian Arab Republic to cooperate fully with the OPCW Technical Secretariat in this regard. Mr. President, distinguished members of the Security Council, any use of chemical weapons is unacceptable, and the absence of accountability for the past use of such weapons remains a blight on the conscience of the international community. Impunity for the use of these weapons is intolerable. As the body with the primary responsibility for international peace and security, unity in the Security Council continues to be necessary if those identified as responsible for the use of chemical weapons are to be held to account. Such profound violations of international law cannot continue to go unaddressed and unresolved. I thank you very much for your attention.